What's going on, everybody in YouTube out there? So basically, this is the video that I wanted to make of why I have been on the fitness journey. So we'll just start at the beginning. So January of 2022, around January 15th, I was diagnosed with COVID-19, and it was for the first, I would probably say, 8 days, I showed no symptoms of anything. Day 9 and 10 is when things started deteriorating. Even day 9 wasn't that bad, but day 10 is really the one that that caused the most damage. So January 25th of 2022, I was admitted to the hospital, and I was in the hospital I was in the ICU for 5 days, I believe. And then I was in a regular room for another 5 or 6. I can't remember. So, acute respiratory failure from COVID-19. And basically it was my health. My health is the reason why it hit the way it did. When I was in the hospital that first night, the doctor kept asking, "Hey, are you diabetic? Are you diabetic?" I kept telling him no. My A1C was over 9.1. I think it was, I can't remember, 9.1 or 9.2. I was 400 pounds at that day. January 25th of 2022, I was 400 pounds. And it was my fault. It was my doing of the reason why that virus did what it did to my body. It was nothing else. So with that being said, during my hospital visit, or my stay, I should say, I didn't know if I was going to live or if I was going to die. I had no clue. But I did some soul searching while I was in there. I did some prayer. I did everything that I needed to do to survive. I never laid down whenever I was in that hospital room. I sat in a chair. I focused on deep breaths because it hurt so bad. Like, my lungs were absolutely shot. I'm just lucky to be here. So with that being said, I'm not trying to make a super long video. I just kind of wanted to give you a little idea of why I'm doing my fitness journey. So the day that I got released, it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day, sometime February 2022, early February 2022. I was released from the hospital. I had to have a whole home. I was still on oxygen. I could not do anything. I physically could not walk 10 feet without just feeling gas. So the recovery process, it was going to be long. It was going to be hard. But it's something that it has been fun for me. So that time wasn't fun. So I did not get off oxygen until sometime in March of 2022. Maybe middle March, closer to April. April 2022, I started walking, and I started doing a little bit of cardio of what I could to just start building it more and more and more and more. And I started losing weight. So April of 2022, I was probably around 380, 385, somewhere around there. And I made a promise, man, whenever I was in the hospital, if I survived, that I would actually change everything. So me and my wife, we completely changed everything: our eating habits, the workout regimens. I just started going to the gym maybe less than a year ago. So for the first year, basically I did nothing but cardio, which was a mistake. I should have been doing weight training as well, but I didn't know any of that until I started what I'm doing now, because I am researching everything. I am actually diving into every bit of fitness and food and nutrition of what we need to gain muscle and gain muscle mass. So, that's where the journey's coming from. I lost my father in 2021 of COVID, and I did not want to be another number. I did not want to be a statistic, and I don't want to be going forward. So we're taking our health serious, and I am trying to get right for my family and for the loved ones that are around and my friends, especially the ones that I met online, that I play Sea of Thieves with. It's something that friendships and just your life in general, it means something, and that day in the hospital, I was, I probably only remember maybe only 20% of what happened that whole hospital stay. I do know the promise that I made 100%, but so we made, so me and my wife, like I was saying, we completely changed everything from food to diet. I hate broccoli, but broccoli is super food, man. It's low calorie, high fiber, and it's just something that's really good for you. And I probably eat it 3 or 4 times a week. I measure everything that goes in my body, down to gum. I count every little bit of calories, every little bit of everything, so that's where we are now. I'm still on the cut. I'm down to 175 from 400, and it's been one hell of a journey, man, and I would not trade it for anything in the world. If it was not for COVID, I probably would be dead in the next year. I was fat, I was overweight, I was a piece of turd that had no motivation. I had nothing. I was eating like crap, thinking that we were eating good stuff, and we weren't. It was just to the point where my health, and I was drinking Monsters and Red Bull and all this other crap that was elevating everything. I did not want to be diabetic. I didn't want to be none of that. My A1C now is 5.1. It's unheard of. 9.2 to 5.1. I've lost 225 pounds. I just feel like $1,000,000, man. Like, I feel so much better. And going forward, I'm going to continue to learn about nutrition and continue to learn about fitness and continue to learn about muscle, how to build muscle. And the next process is the bulk, and that's what's coming next. I won't be on a caloric deficit anymore. I'm going to be in a positive, and we're going to try to pack on as much muscle as possible. But with that being said, this is where I'm at, and this is why the content on my channel has changed. There will still be some gameplay, but I'm focused on my fitness right now. I'm focused on getting more healthy than I am. I love it. I'm addicted to it. I am addicted to the feeling and of the actual working out. And whenever you do work out, you get that dopamine in your body, and it's just an addiction, man. And I'm absolutely loving it. So if you're still here, I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Please like, please subscribe. And whenever I get back to the gym, we're going to get at it. And I do have a couple of gameplay videos that I am going to be posting pretty soon. So you guys have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you tomorrow.